Hello everyone. Welcome back to another Wednesday. I'm gonna wait just another minute or so till it's officially noon, but I wanted to begin our Facebook Live yoga session and say welcome back. I missed everyone. My friend Sherman here will hopefully not be practicing yoga too much with me today. Again, welcome to a Wednesday Facebook Live yoga. This will be a nice 30-minute general yoga session. We will start in a seated position. Just another minute or so here. If you have a block, you can sit on your block. But we'll go ahead and get started. My name is Patty. Thank you for joining me. Again, this will be a 30-minute general yoga practice today. We will begin in a comfortable seat. If you have a yoga block to sit on, like I have, you can fold your mat up if you need to lift your hips a little bit to sit in this cross-legged position. If that's not comfortable for you, you can just come to a comfortable seat, have your legs out in front of you or your legs out wide. But we're gonna take a few breaths just here with your natural breathing. Settle into your seat. Maybe you've had a busy morning, you're taking a lunch break, whatever you need. Just come to your mat, settle your awareness, and get comfortable here. We'll be here just for a couple minutes. You may shut your eyes if you feel comfortable. And just breathe. Think about what you want from your practice today, what you need on the mat, how you can make this practice your own. And let's go ahead and take one big breath in together. And sigh it out with a big open mouth sigh. And let it all go. Let's do that one more time. Inhale together. Let it all out. Big exhale. Sighing away what you need to breathe out. One more time. Big breath in. Let it all go. Come back to your natural breath here. If Ujjayi breath is in your practice, you can begin your Ujjayi breath, that rhythmic ocean breath in through your nose, out through the nose, creating that calming sound of the ocean. A couple more breaths here. And on your next inhale, reach your arms up. Exhale, push your palms down to the earth. As you're breathing out, you can do an open mouth or closed. Inhale, arms up. Give yourself a little high five up ahead if you need to. Exhale down. Let's do that one more time. Big breath in. Exhale, press the air towards the earth. Good. We're going to do that one more time here, bringing our arms to the side with a gentle twist. So arms inhale, reach up. As you exhale, turn to the right. Right arm goes behind you. Left arm comes towards the right knee. We're not going too deep into the twist just yet because we're just beginning, but we're going to warm up our side bodies here. Come back to center, inhale up, twist to the left. Inhale back to center. One more time on the other side. Right twist. Arms come back to center. Big stretch overhead. And twist to the left. Maybe looking towards your right or your left shoulder as you stretch your right body. Good. Inhale, arms come back to center. Exhale, make goalpost arms and look up as you gently drop your head back. Opening your chest, stretching out your throat and your neck. Inhale, arms reach straight up ahead. Exhale, cactus your arms. Gently look up to the sky if your neck allows it. Opening your chest. Stretching your neck. Good. Arms come back to center. Just drop them down. If you're sitting on a block, go ahead and remove the block, because we're going to take a few cat and cow. So coming on to hands and knees. Hands are under your shoulders. Knees are under your hips. Nice and steady here. Inhale. Soften the belly. Look up for your cow pose. Exhale. Arch your back into cat. Really stretching out from your low back all the way to your shoulders and neck. Inhale, cow. Exhale to cat. Following your breath, you need to take a little longer in each pose. You may look up for cow. Look towards your belly button for cat. Another big inhale. Look up for cow. Exhale into cat. One more here. Last exhale, coming into your cat. Come back to steady yourself, hands and knees. Toes are going to come together, knees out wide towards the edge of your mat, hips sink back into child's pose, forehead comes down to the earth, stretching your arms out in front of you. This is always a pose you can come to if you need to take a pause in your practice or a rest. We're going to take just a minute or so here. So if you hear me be quiet, I'm still here with you. Just settle into your child's pose. Maybe on your exhale, your chest softens and lowers closer to your mat. Maybe you can stretch your fingertips just a little further out in front of you as you sink your hips lower to the earth. Really fall heavy into your child's pose. Big inhale here. Let it all out. Another breath in. Exhale out. Slowly rise back up to tabletop. Steady yourself here. Curl your toes under. Send your hips up and back for downward facing dog. Be gentle here. This might be your first downward facing dog. Maybe bend your knees Pedal out your legs. Look under your right armpit, your left. Just feeling out the body today to see how you're doing. Big inhale. And let it all out. One more breath in. Exhale. Now look towards your hands. Step your left leg forward. Low lunge. You can have your right leg tall and up off the ground, straight and back. You're still on curled toes. That's too much. Lower to the knee. If you need a block in this pose, your hands don't quite come to the earth, you certainly can use a block. Low lunge here. Swing the left leg back into your downward facing dog. Big breath in and out. Look towards your hands. Right leg steps forward, low lunge. Nice 90-degree angle, and your front leg is bent, strong and steady. Hands frame your foot. Left leg can be straight, or you can come down to your knee if you need to. Just be mindful that your right knee isn't pushing out over the right foot. Step it back, downward facing dog. This time, look towards your hands and just step forward into your forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift to flat back. Exhale, forward fold. Rise all the way up. Arms reach up over top. And come down to our side. Good. This time we're going to lift our arms up overhead, step our left foot back, warrior one. Right leg, strong, steady, bent 90-degree angle. Your hips are square to the front. Square as possible. Arms are strong overhead. Good. Lower down to your hands. Step back. Downward facing dog. 2 breaths here. Left leg comes forward. Warrior one on the other side. 2 breaths here. Hands come to either side of your foot. Step back, downward facing dog. Two breaths here. Good. Look to your hands. Step forward. Forward fold. Halfway lift. Forward fold. Rise and reach up. Arms come alongside of you and take a breath. Arms reach up. Step back with your left leg, warrior two. Heels are in alignment. We still have our right angle and our front right leg. This time our arms extend out, reaching through the fingertips. Look out over your right hand. Opening the hips to the side in our warrior two. Breathe in. Exhale. One more breath in. Come down. Frame your front leg just for a minute. Step back. Warrior one, or downward dog, excuse me. 2 breaths here. One more inhale. Step forward. Warrior two on the other side. Left knee is bent, arms are stretched out straight, leaning over your left knee ever so slightly, looking out over your fingertips. Good. Opening those hips. Hands come down, step back, downward facing dog. 2 breaths here. Look forward and step into your forward fold. Halfway lift to flat back. Forward fold. Rise and reach all the way up. This time leave your arms up overhead and ever so slightly stretch to the right. Maybe grabbing hold of the left arm. Stretching out your left side body. Come back to center. Reach up long and lean and stretch on the other side. Getting our right side body stretched this time. Reach up, maybe look up, and our arms come down to our sides. We're going to do balancing posture, coming into tree pose. Get strong and steady on your right leg. Left leg comes up anywhere but the knee. So the ankle, the shin, or the hip crease. Feel steady here. Hands can be alongside. They can come to heart center. Or if you want to jump right into it and extend your arms up overhead. Whatever is comfortable for you. Find something to fix your eyes on out in front of you that's not moving, and settle your gaze to steady into this pose. Remember to breathe in this posture. If your arms are reached up overhead, try not to lift your shoulders into your ears. Give yourself some space on your neck. Bring your hands back to heart center if they're not already. Taking one big breath in here. And release. Take tree on the other side. Steady on your left foot. Right leg near the ankle, the shin, or the hip crease, whatever is comfortable for you. Steady your gaze out in front of you. Hands can be alongside, heart center, or extended up above. Remember to focus on your breath. Allowing your breath to move as you steady your balance in this posture. Breathing in and out. It's okay if you waver. Steady yourself back into the pose. Hands can come to heart center if they're not already. Big breath in. And release. Shake out the legs. Bring your feet, ankles, hips all together, squeezing in tight. Reaching your arms up ahead of you, sinking into chair pose. Sinking back into your hips, like you're going to take a nice, comfy seat. Maybe lift and separate your toes so so you're not scrunching into your toes, and helps sink some of the weight back into your hips and your rear. Take one big inhale in, and on the exhale, open your arms and twist to the right. So similar to your warrior two arms, but we're in chair pose with a twist to the right. Gaze can be towards your right hand. Inhale, arms come back to center. Exhale, open to the left. Inhale, back to center. One more breath in chair pose. Exhale and release. Very nice. Go ahead and reach your arms up overhead. Inhale. Exhale to forward fold. Let it all out. Inhale. Exhale. Go ahead and come to a seat. Legs are out long in front of you. Feet are flexed. Reach your arms up overhead. Hinge forward at the waist for a seated forward fold. Don't worry if you can't touch your toes. You stop when the stretch feels comfortable. Remember to breathe here. Exhale. Big breath in. Let it all out. Go ahead and leave the left leg where it is. Come up to a tall back just for a minute. Bring your right foot in to the hip crease, similar to our tree pose. So we have a bent right knee. Arms reach up overhead, and now we're going to lean forward and reach towards our left foot for a variation on our seated forward fold. Come up to a tall back. Release your right leg, send that leg out long, flex the right foot. Left foot comes into the hip crease, similar to our tree pose, but seated. Arms reach up overhead and come towards the right foot. Come up to a tall back. Right foot comes in to meet the left. Just going to come into a butterfly pose here just for a minute. Stretching our legs. You might take your elbows to your knees if that feels comfortable. Go ahead and release your legs out, feet on the ground. Maybe grab hold of the backs of your thighs, lower onto your back. Legs come up into the air for legs up the wall. We'll just be here for a minute as we begin to wind down. Feet are flexed up towards the sky. Remember to breathe here. This is a nice calming posture. Helps with a bit of anxiety. Calming letting everything fall to the mat. Now bend your knees, 90-degree angle. Send your arms out to a T. Lower your knees towards the right as you look to the left. You can bring your right hand to the left knee if you want more of a stretch. If it's comfortable, you can always look left or keep your gaze up towards the ceiling. Bring your knees back to center. Slowly lower your knees to the left as your gaze looks out over the right extended hand, extended arm. If that's too much, you can bring your head back to neutral and looking towards the ceiling. Bring your legs back to center. Lift up like we were taking legs up the wall. Only grab hold of the outsides of your feet and lower down into happy baby. So your knees are bent. If it's comfortable, you can maybe stretch out one leg and then the other. Gently bring your knees back to center. Hug the shins into your chest. If you want, you can lift up your chest and your neck as you hug in a little bit for a gentle squeeze here. Maybe rock side to side. Massage your low back if that's comfortable. You can always lower your shoulders and your neck and head back down. And just roll ever so slightly side to side here. And give yourself one more big squeeze in before you extend out into our final resting pose of Shavasana. Legs extend long, arms fall heavy alongside your body. You may close your eyes and rest in Shavasana. Gently begin to bring awareness back into your body, perhaps by wiggling your fingers and toes or rolling out your ankles and your wrists. When you're ready, roll onto one side in the fetal position, pausing before you come into a comfortable seat. And if you want to remain in Shavasana longer, you are always welcome to. Go ahead and come to a comfortable seat if you would like. I want to thank all of you for joining me on the mat today. I appreciate you setting aside time for practice, coming in to your body, to your mat, to do what's good for you. I appreciate each and every one of you being here. Thank you from the bottom of my heart. Have a splendid day, everybody. Namaste. Take care, folks. We'll see you soon.